So I'm here in the Dominican Republic now, and actually my hair is done up all nice for you guys. That's because my girlfriend did it actually, she's been doing it. My hair's just been a mess in all my previous videos basically, 'cause I've been growing it longer. But yeah, I moved here about a week ago, and it was basically just to meet, to be close to this girl that I met online, she's basically my girlfriend now. And what happened is I had traveled to Santo Domingo. It's the capital of Dominican Republic. It's where I am. I had traveled there, stayed for about 2 weeks in January of 2024. And we ended up meeting up when we went there. We'd met on Tinder. We met about 2 months or maybe even like 3 months before I even came. Honestly, I never even thought we would hang out, but we ended up meeting up in person. And I don't know, our chemistry was just like really insane. We had a lot of fun together. We pretty much just hung out for like a week straight. I think we saw each other every day for about 8 days straight pretty much. And neither of us thought that we were gonna keep talking to each other or see each other again, really, to be honest. But we ended up keep talking to each other. We were, here's the workout place I've been trying to find. My girlfriend knew about. Now I know where it is. But I got a bunch of bars right here. I've been looking for that for forever in this park. My girlfriend was trying to find it. She didn't know exactly where it was. But anyway, yeah, neither of us thought that we were actually going to see each other again in person, but we kind of texted like a tiny bit, and then she told me too when we were hanging out in person that she hated talking on the phone, because I wanted to talk to her, like video chat with her more. Part of it for fun, but mainly like for me it's fun, but I'm also like I'm learning Spanish when I do it, so I get to practice Spanish. So for me, you know, it's not a waste of time if I talk to somebody for like an hour every day on the phone if I'm doing it in Spanish. But anyway, we ended up actually talking on the phone, and then she said that she actually liked talking to me. We ended up talking a lot. We were, you know, talking on the phone, I don't know, like every other day for the past like 3 months or something. And now here I am. I don't know if I'm crazy. It's kind of a crazy thing to do. You know, the more the more I was getting to know her, there's kind of like there weren't really any red flags. She seemed really awesome. Obviously, we've talked a lot. When I first met her too, she was so fun, and we had such good chemistry that, and I don't know if this is me just having kind of a bit of low self-esteem or issues around dating, but I kept expecting to find like bad red flags with her, because I don't know, she was just so much fun. I was like, there has to be something wrong with her. But then I kept getting to know her better, and it seemed like there wasn't. Like, you know, so far she's not a liar. She's super sweet. She's definitely like a housewife type of girl. Like, since I've been here, she's just cooked like all my meals for me. She's an amazing chef. And she cleans and does the laundry, does everything, the dishes. She just likes to take care of me. But I don't know, I'm super scared though. Like, it's only been a week, and I definitely, like, the one thing in my life that has been the hardest for me is dating. You know, if you kind of take like, I don't know, different aspects that people usually want to improve on, it's usually dating, money, and then there's like mental health and physical health. But for me, the thing that kind of triggers my emotions the most and has been the toughest for me is dating. Now, I've always been just like super addicted to girls, to be honest, and had like really bad depression issues, and I kind of always wanted a girlfriend to, you know, try to fix my depression or whatever. Not that it doesn't actually work that way, but your brain will trick you. You kind of think it will. But the thing is like having healthy relationships is a big thing. It will make you a lot happier, but especially if you're trying to have a relationship from like a super needy place, a lot of times it can just not work. You end up finding someone else that's needy, and you can both have like big emotional baggage and just needs that the other person can't fulfill. Yeah, even now, like we've been, she just stayed with me every day basically for a week since I got here. We're basically sort of living together. I have an Airbnb here for now for a month. But I don't know, I'm already just feeling like my emotions kind of fluctuate. I feel very strong emotions. I don't know, I guess you'd say I'm kind of like a nice guy, so like kind of sometimes if girls can, girls' emotions can kind of fluctuate all over. They'll be in a good mood one moment and then like a really bad mood the other moment. And sometimes when girls get in bad moods, it can kind of mess with my emotions. Or I can't, it kind of makes me feel bad. And I'm already starting to feel, I don't know, a bit of that. And I don't know if it's something with her or a compatibility issue, or it might just be me having my own sort of issues and stresses and then sort of taking it out, or my mind trying to blame it on her, which is something really common that people do in relationships. I think everybody does it, but you just kind of have to be aware of it. But I don't know, yeah, I'm scared. She's like super, super sweet, and being in a committed relationship is scary for me too, especially now since I'm here in Latin America. In Dominican Republic, it's super, super easy for me to date or hook up with really, really hot girls. Like, just doing it online. Like in the US, trying to use Tinder and stuff, and I'm pretty picky about like how girls look. I don't know, it's probably an addiction, but I always kind of want girls that are like, I don't care if they're models, but girls that are like model pretty, if that makes sense. I just always want like really, really pretty girls. In the US, trying to use like the dating apps, it just didn't work for me like at all. I don't know, I think I just could probably look like everyone else there. See, in the comments in my YouTube videos, people are just saying I look like all different types of people. Got Sting, Bowie a bunch of times. Probably is different now because my hair is different. And there's who else? Some other musician. I don't know, like 2 or 3 other people. But in the United States, the dating apps do not work for me like at all. Like, I'll get 1 or 2 dates in a year if I put in a bunch of work. In Latin America though, I can get girls like way easier. Like here, I look exotic to them, especially in the Dominican Republic. There's a lot of like really, really dark-skinned people here, like super dark-skinned. So I'd stand out here like crazy. I look really, really exotic. But anyway, I didn't move here like just for the girl. I was planning on moving to Latin America anyway, or at least kind of traveling around or something. But I probably would have went to a different country just because I've been here before. But since we kept talking and liked each other a lot, I decided to come here and try to give a relationship a shot. Yeah, like I was saying, I am scared, but hopefully it'll work out. I don't know, because just having like really strong, good relationships, especially like a romantic one, is something that I definitely really want in my life. I worry that I'm not completely ready for it. I don't know. Worried that we're not perfectly, maybe we're not the best match. I don't know, but we just have to get to know each other better, spend more time with each other. Really, you can't predict the future. And we kind of moved like pretty fast, I guess. I don't know, maybe we didn't because we've known each other for a while, but still it's kind of like sort of like we're moving in together right away. But I mean, obviously she has like she's young, she stays at her parents' place, but obviously if I need space, she can just go over there, or we can switch it up so she's not like permanently living with me. But I don't know, usually I never move this fast with, or at least I'd tell myself I'm not going to go this fast with girls. And my intention was too to sort of travel around and date more girls before I settled down with one. But I don't know, it's hard when you meet somebody that you're into. It's just super hard to like, people hear my English, they're talking. Heard him go, hey, how are you? Yeah, I don't know, when you meet somebody you're really into, like, it's just so emotional. It's hard to like keep trying to date other people when you meet somebody you really like, especially since like, I tell myself like, yeah, I want to date a bunch of different girls, but then I do it and I don't like, my emotions, like I'm already telling you, they're fluctuating a lot with dating. And then trying to date around, it's even more like that, because I get attached to girls pretty easily. And trying to be a player, it can kind of make me feel bad. Like if a girl's really into me And then even if she sort of allows me to see other girls, unless they're not like totally okay with it, it just kind of makes me feel shitty. And then the fluctuations of emotions of like, you know, having a girl and not having a girl, whereas if you have like an actual, like a real girlfriend, it's a lot more stable. It's kind of like the comfort versus the fun type of thing. You know, of course, like dating around more is a lot more fun, a lot more exciting, but you lose that like comfort and that sort of emotional stability and like having someone there for you. Especially too, since I want to travel around in different countries and stuff, like doing that I don't like, I'm alone doing that. It can feel very, very lonely. Like I would rather travel around the world and stuff, which is a big goal of mine, with a girlfriend. Something that I would much rather do, to be honest, because that's sort of like my real dream. But I am working towards my dreams. I've wanted to live in a foreign country and travel more since I was really, really young. I actually applied for a foreign exchange thing when I was like 15, but for some reason they denied me, and I didn't think they sent anyone from my school that year, which was super, super disappointing. And then they told me to try again next year, but I think I just lost. I was so, I don't know, it made me feel so down that I just lost the motivation to do it again. I think I wasn't even taking the French class anymore that I was taking then. But you know, here I am, I'm in a foreign country. I have a foreign Latina girlfriend who, she doesn't speak any English either. I'm starting to teach her a little bit, but we only speak Spanish. It is maybe more than a little scary. It's pretty scary, but it's also really, really exciting, and I'm sure I'll grow a lot as a person from the experience, whether the relationship works out or not. There's some sort of issues that I've noticed that go like thoughts that I have in my own head is I can kind of like second guess stuff a lot. Like I'm kind of like, I don't know, like my girl was in a bad mood and kind of didn't want to do anything with me, and I'm like, oh, like, did I make a mistake? Should I be dating a different girl? Or I'm like, oh, maybe I don't want a housewife type of girl. Maybe I want the type of girl who kind of works super hard. And it's like I don't know, my emotions are just my thoughts are all over the place. Like I need to sort of learn to calm down a lot more. Which one thing my girl is actually really good at is she's very calm and chill. She's not like a workaholic, like worrying about shit all the time like me. Definitely helps me just relax a lot, which is good for me. Another thing too I've noticed is once I got, it was a lot harder to find an apartment than I thought it would be. And I think that the prices of apartments are a lot higher than I thought. I want to get a spot that's very close to the park that I'm in right now, but the way you got to find apartments here is looking on Facebook Marketplace, and I find it very hard to I haven't figured out how to just filter and find stuff by location. So it seems like you just have to look at like every single listing and then like research and like put in the address into Google Maps, because I don't know what all the different zones and stuff are called, and then figure out what area it's in. So I don't know, it's been very frustrating and time consuming. And this park here is sort of like, you know, it's like Golden Gate Park in San Francisco, or the Central Park in New York. It's kind of like this park to Santo Domingo is like those parks in those cities. So the apartments and stuff and the real estate that's really close to the park is going to be a lot more expensive. And that's one thing about this city, is it doesn't have a lot of like parks, like green parks. Like there are a few other little ones, but if you look at a map, it's like very, very scarce. But this park is very big, it's skinny, it's very, very long, but you can probably see it's a really beautiful park. And so one thing about the whole apartment thing is I'm already starting to stress out about money a bit, because I have a bunch of savings, yes, but I'm barely kind of making any money right now. So at least for a while I'm going to be spending more money than I'm making. And you know, hopefully this YouTube channel is starting to go good, but I think it'll be a while until it actually brings in a decent amount of income. But I've noticed, like, if I start stressing out about money, it's very easy for me to take it out on my girlfriend, which is something that I really, really don't want to do. See, I'm just trying to kind of watch my own thoughts and just be careful about the way that I treat her and the way that I act with her. Because I don't want my own issues to end up, you know, coming out at her or making her I don't want bad vibes when I'm with her. You know, when I'm with her, I want to be feeling good, and I want to make her feel good.